We hear it all the time. I can't plant anything because the deer eat everything. Len and I have compiled a list of plants that are seldom or rarely eaten by deer, which is really, something that we're really aware of now because everybody comes in and, the environment has changed around people's homes.
Right. And I was talking about, I never had deer before.
Yeah.
Just the other day. I mean, I was talking to Aaron about where this one buck in the fall came out strutting out, like looking like Bambi's father. And Aaron had deer, and he said, "Yeah, it's like they just got out of prison, all buff,
like Kangaroo Jack's body on a deer. That's what it looks like."
I just a couple days ago, a deer just popped out, start chewing on some weeds. Thank you. Appreciated that. Yeah, really. But didn't care that I was there. Just was like, yeah, whatever.
My new home.
Don't bother, you got any hostas?
Right.
We got plenty here at the garden center.
Deer ate one of my pansies, but I put down some deer repellent.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Starting off, annuals. Mm-hmm. Annuals that are rarely damaged by deer.
Blue ageratum.
Right. The blue flower, and that there is a tall version of this that we have with our cutting garden plants. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, most people aren't aware that there's an ageratum that gets to be about 3 feet tall, but most of the ones that you're familiar with are usually about a foot.
That's it.
Flowering vinca.
Yeah.
Huge seller. So those of you that are growing vinca, keep on doing it because the deer aren't going to eat it.
Yeah, they're not going to take it. Dusty Miller.
Nice, great leaf, good color, good contrast. Mm-hmm. Goes great with, say, New Guinea impatiens or sun patients.
Sure.
Nicotiana.
Wow.
Nicotiana is a tobacco plant. Mm-hmm. It's got a fuzzy leaf. A lot of plants with fuzzy leaves that they don't like. Mm. So that's something that would be easy to put in and safe. It's not the most ornamental, I would say, but it has, again, it's color, texture, form, right?
Yeah.
So it has a little bit different texture than some of the other annuals.
Heliotrope. That's another one right there. That they don't
you like blue.
Yeah.
There you go. Mm-hmm. Snapdragons.
Yeah.
Snapdragons. Alyssum.
Yeah.
And calendula. That's listed on here. That's rarely found. It's all right. It's not great. Now, this list is seldom severely damaged. So does that have you confused? It has me confused. Think of it this way, that it doesn't, they may nibble on it to take a taste, but they're not going to eat it. Mm-hmm. And that's celosia, marigolds, lobelia, right?
Yeah. Salvia.
Salvia. Yep. Now, there's different kinds of salvia these days. Yeah, it used to be just, firecrackers and that they were red and that's all you could get. Now, there's all types of salvia. Verbena and zinnias.
Zinnia.
Again, zinnias have that fuzzy leaf.
Yeah.
That fuzzy leaf.
They don't like that.
If you're planting perennials, these are rarely damaged. And what's the first one, Julio?
Bleeding hearts. Yeah.
There you go. There's both types. There's the early season bleeding heart, and then there's the ever blooming bleeding heart has more of a fern leaf to it. I like those. There's the one that has a almost bluish color to the foliage.
Pretty.
Very pretty. Catmint.
Catmint.
Oh, my gosh. Can we keep it in stock?
Oh, I know.
Catmint. Cat's pajamas.
Yeah, cat's pajamas. They like that.
Oh, my gosh. It is. It has been the hottest plant this year for sure.
It has, yeah.
For sure. And that's catmint. Mm-hmm. Cordalis. Yeah, that's, it's always expensive, but we carry it. Mm-hmm. But it's, thank goodness they don't eat it. She'd be upset. We're back to salvia again, and this is the perennial salvia, like May Night and those types of salvia. Yeah. Lamb's ear, fuzzy leaf.
Yeah, fuzzy again, yeah.
Fuzzy leaf. Yeah. Lavender.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's a great thing because lavender is sold quite a bit. Mm-hmm. The popular perennials like lavender would be up there, hosta would be up there, but hosta is like a delicacy
for them. Yeah, I love that.
So you gotta spray, like Aaron did. Hellebores. Want a ground cover, evergreen ground cover that will flower early spring. Hellebores. There you go.
allium. That's
So,
another one.
Ornamental onion.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a lot of different alliums. Russian sage.
Oh, yeah.
Russian sage. I have actually that planted at the cemetery because there's so many deer
Oh, yeah,
in the
that would be a good
cemetery.
one.
You know,
Yeah.
cemetery. Like if you looking for something to plant at the loved one's grave or something,
Yeah,
this
there's
Russian sage would be ideal. Silver mountain. I'm kind of surprised at that.
Yeah.
Maybe it tickles her nose because it's super soft. Like
soft.
everybody who goes by Silver Mountain, they pet it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
It's
oh,
like a
look at a
little-
nice little plant. You know, it's like tribbles. Sam, you got a tribbles? You know what I'm talking about?
Star Trek.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what it's like. People like all of a sudden pet it and they get a little, spaced out. It's true. Coreopsis. Wow, couldn't be more popular plant.
Yeah.
Now this is one that's on the cusp of being a deer food. Asters,
Asters, yeah. How about that?
astilbe,
Stilby, yeah.
bee balm, and what's the next one?
Black-eyed Susan.
Most popular of all.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
right.
I mean, the deer would have to be really hungry to eat that.
Yeah.
Again, it's because that leaf's got a little bit of fuzz to it.
Yeah.
Butterfly weed.
Butterfly weed.
I walked in the building here today at the studio, and that we're going to walk right past a beautiful butterfly weed plant. So I'll tell you all about it. So again, you can your pollinator gardens will be safe. Candy tuft.
Yeah, my bears.
Yeah.
Like that one?
Lobelia cardinal flower. Awesome plant. Awesome plant.
When you look at the list, you say, oh, I do have choices.
Absolutely.
Like
you
it's
think
not
you
like-
have one.
Yeah, you think just because they eat your hostas doesn't mean they eat everything.
That's right. That's right. So again, the one thing to do is on those where you have deer that are nibbling on your plants, just do like Aaron said. You do the repellent, but you're training animals' behavior to associate your home, your landscape, that it is not something for them. They don't want to go in that area. So again, make sure that you're spraying your repellents and reapplying it often enough to modify the deer's behavior.
And it's organic, so you're not really harming the animal.
Right. And trick we learned from Dr. Armitage is leave it out by the plants that you need to spray. It's certainly easy enough to pick up and spray as opposed to, I got to go into the shed and I got to find it, or it's in the garage. And if you put it where the plants that they're nibbling, that makes it a whole lot easier.
Yep, that's right. It's
a whole lot easier.
Just hide it behind the plants.
And it does work if you reapply it. Okay, that's the thing. Everybody who says it doesn't work, how many times you apply it? Oh, once.
Yeah, that's it.
Doesn't work. Doesn't work if you apply it once. You've got to modify their behavior.